Welcome back everybody. So as you remember that this is the way to create the inline CSS. So the problem is that, for example, you just want to apply the same style, the same orange color and the orange background and the red color with the other paragraph. So what to do? First of all, we need to duplicate this and go to the browser and refresh. Now you can see that. Wait for a while. Oh, sorry about that, this is the project file, by the way. Now I just need to work on the index.html. That was the project file. Refresh the file. Now you can see that these are the multiple files, as you can see, and all of them has the same style, the background of orange and the color as red. But the problem is that we have to type the same thing again and again and again. So how to solve this problem? Just go inside the head, and after the title, let's just open the style tag. Okay, when we talk about the internal CSS, so we are not using the attribute, the style attribute, we are just using the style tag inside the head. Okay, and how to apply the style, how to apply the CSS in this tag? That is really simple. Just simply copy this style, okay, and not paste right now. Before pasting, just put the tag name where you just want to apply. For example, you want to apply the CSS with the p tag or with the h1 or whatever. So I'm just simply calling the p, okay, and then just create the curly braces. Okay, I just created the curly braces and go inside the curly brace p, or actually the tag where you want to apply this style, and then in the front of this p or the tag just put the curly braces, and then inside this curly brace just put the value, you know, the color red, the background color as orange. So save and go back to the browser and refresh. Everything is same. So how to testify that it's working perfectly? So first of all, I'm removing all them, and I'm removing this style attribute too, and duplicating, and save and go back to the browser and refresh. Now you can see that everything is same. That means it's working perfectly, the internal CSS. Okay, to confirm that it's working perfectly, I'm just changing the background color into the light green. Okay, this is an interesting color, the light green. Save and refresh. Now you can see that all that elements has the light color, light green color. That means it's working perfectly. And in the same way, you can apply the CSS with any of the tag. For example, the h1 tag. I'm just calling the h1 tag here, and this is the heading tag, or only the heading. Now just simply go there and call the h1, the name of the tag, okay, and then the curly braces. And in the same way, what we need to do, we can add the color, or we can call the background color first. And right now I'm just applying the light blue, another interesting color. Okay, and we can add the line break here by pressing the enter key. So add the color. Now which color do you want? I'm adding the green color. Okay, now save and go to the browser and refresh. Now this is the heading which has the green color and the background color as light blue. So that means it's working in the perfect order. Now just press enter there, and yeah, everything is fine. In the next class we'll learn some more things, but why not I just teach you to create the external CSS in the same class. So for creating the external CSS, what we need to do, we just need to create a new file, and we need to save the file in this way. And now just mention the file name. Okay, for example, I'm just typing style dot. Now after the dot, because this is not the HTML file, this is a CSS file, so exactly just type CSS. okay, it's style.css, and press enter. Okay, and I'm just gonna check that it's there or no. So there is the style.css file. You can see that the tab is cascade style sheeting, style sheet properties, and you can see this cascading style sheet document .css. Well, what to do more after this, after the creation of this file, this is style.css, go there and just simply cut the whole thing. Okay, I'm just cutting the p. Okay, now when I just cutted the p and save and go back to the browser and refresh, now p has no style, but I just simply cut it, and I'm just gonna paste the the p tag in the style.css, and now just save the file. Because this is a specified CSS format, so you can see that the p is in the special color, the properties in the special color, and the value are the general black. So basically this is the style.css file, but I'm just gonna see refresh, nothing as the result. However, I just added the file, the data in the style.css. Now the interesting part is starting. First we need to go to there. You can see that we are just working on the index.html with this file, okay, and this is the style.css file, means the both are in the same path. Go back to the notepad and just click on the index.html, and just inside the head add a new tag to connect the style.css with the index.html, okay, to get all the data of the style.css in the index.html. This is really simple. Just add the link tag, which is basically the empty tag, okay, but there are some fixed attribute. We must have to mention the relation attribute. Just simply type style sheet, okay. I'm just defining the relation with the file. Now the hyperreference here, just like the a tag, we have to mention the hyperreference, and hyperreference is the fixed attribute for the link tag too. The hyperreference is style.css because this file is not in any other extra folder or anywhere. The both files are on the same path, the index and the style.css, so simply mention the style.css. And now go to the browser and refresh. You can see that all these files has the beautiful style. That means it's working perfectly, okay. This h1 is in the style tag, means the internal CSS, and the p is in the style.css, and here we just connected the style.css file. We can cut the h1 too, and we can paste there, but I'm not doing this. That's why, because I just want to show you both the internal and the external. But from the next class we will only work on the external CSS, okay. So guys, stay tuned and goodbye.